You want a bite?
I thought you loved me.
I do. Take 2 bites.
It's got high fructose corn syrup in it.
So?
Well, you know what they say about it.
What?
That
That it's made from corn, has the same calories as sugar or honey, and it's fine in moderation.
you only wrote one.
Senator Biden, forgetting about the upcoming Iowa caucus for just a moment, which would you honestly say is more likely to contribute to the death of your average American? A terrorist strike or high fructose corn syrup and air that has too much coal in it?
Air that has too much coal in it, corn syrup next, then a terrorist attack. But that is not in any way to diminish the fact that the terrorist attack is real. It is not an existential threat to bringing down the country, but it does have the capacity still to kill thousands of people. But hundreds of thousands of people die and their lives are shortened because of coal plants, coal-fired plants, and because of corn syrup.
Lately, I've been seeing these ads on the television, sort of trying to make people less nervous about high fructose corn syrup. And it's from the Corn Refiners Association. And I wanted to ask you, first of all, what is high fructose corn syrup? And why has it been demonized? And has it been fair or unfair? You, Dr. Kessler.
Concentrated sweetener from corn, high fructose. Fructose is a sugar, corn syrup. It is a highly processed sweetener. In my view, it just stimulates us to eat more. Is it metabolically different than sugar? I mean, you talk to scientists, you get different answers. Regardless of the answer, it has very little role in the American diet. It has very little role in the American diet.
So clearly, I mean, the corn industry is aware that people are questioning the use and the ubiquity, if you will, of high fructose corn syrup.
They're trying to market their sweetener.
Food that's real food. Food that is not as highly processed as we've learned over the last 3 or 4 decades. We have to move this country. We have to change how we look at food.
In the ad, they say that high fructose corn syrup is made from corn. That's true. But there is a lot of things that are made from some natural substance, but once they're refined, they're not good for us.
If you want to get America healthier, first of all, take the high fructose corn syrup out of their diet. We're seeing a shift in our health in relationship to high fructose corn syrup.
It was a good substitute, an inexpensive substitute for sugar, and we didn't have to rely on imports of sugar. We could just go ahead and use the corn syrup.
It's everywhere. It's in all our foods. And even myself, I mean, I struggle and read those labels all the time. And I'll tell you a story the other day when I ate something and there was high fructose corn syrup in it, and I got rid of it immediately.
It appears that the manufacturing of corn syrup makes it chemically different than table sugar. Another problem with high fructose corn syrup is the fructose itself. The body processes fructose more slowly than other sugars. In the liver, the body turns fructose into fat rather than burning it for energy. Flavin says fructose compounds obesity by increasing hunger.
This is the problem. So you do eat more, and then you have more, a greater appetite, because your body's saying, I haven't had enough. And your body's being fooled, essentially, by a whole chemical imbalance.
He or she may prescribe drugs when only the best treatment is loss of weight, exercise, and restriction of simple carbohydrates, sugars, and high fructose corn syrup is at the top of the list.
Experts say any fructose in your diet should come from eating whole fruit, in moderation. But for optimal health, put a lid on the sugar in general and stay away from the most dangerous kind of sugar, high fructose corn syrup. Galen Tethrow, CBN News.
This is important. This is stuff people need to know. And I'll never forget, he didn't pause a beat and he said, We just paid $3 billion for these television stations. We'll tell you what the news is.
He who controls food controls the world. Who will live? Probably those people who are wealthy enough and powerful enough to have their own pushers of clean food and nutrients. So we need your help, because the United States leadership is what's going to literally save the population of the planet.